The High Court in Bloemfontein is today expected to hear outstanding matters raised by Moroadi Cholota in her special plea to be removed as an accused from the 255 million rand asbestos roof removal case. In fact, the matter was referred back to the High Court by the Constitutional Court after it found that there were grounds which form part of Cholota's special plea that the High Court did not deal with. Cholota is the former PA of then Free State Premier Asbestos. In fact, she's regarded as a link between some of the accused in this matter. Cholota claims she was tortured by South African investigators whilst in the US and that interviews conducted there were not procedural. Let's speak more about this now. Bring in SABC News reporter Makhala Masiteng, who's live to us from just outside court. And Makhala, help us distill through what exactly is likely to be ventilated in court today, because we're still not yet at the point where the trial itself will be before the presiding officer.
Good morning, Ayanda. I'm struggling to hear you, but yes, we are outside the Free State High Court, where we are expecting that accused number 17 here in the asbestos matter will come back just to make those oral arguments based on the decision that was handed down by the Constitutional Court when it was remitting back the matter to the Free State High Court, noting that the High Court still have jurisdiction despite the extradition of Moroadi Cholota being found unlawful. So the order was that the High Court should also look into other grounds that were raised within a trial. So today we are expecting Moroadi Cholota to do those oral arguments and the NPA, of course, to respond on the matter. Well, last week when the matter appeared before Judge Philip Loscha, they did sit down just to discuss how they are going to go on with this matter, and he has already indicated that the judgment on a trial within a trial will be delivered on the 18th of March, while the main trial has been pushed back to the 2nd of March. But there was a concern raised. Even Judge Philip Loscha did mention that this case is going for a long time, and it is affecting some of the accused in terms of the money. And we know that in the last appearance it was indicated that the first accused on the matter, his lawyers withdrew. Now he is expected to make an application at the legal aid to get a legal representation, but we will get an update on that matter as well. But today, of course, the main issue is the trial within a trial, where we are expecting Moroadi Cholota to touch base on those grounds. You'd remember that during a trial within a trial, they did indicated the issue of torture during the extradition processes in the US, and also talking about some irregularities during the interviews that were conducted by the NPA officials that went to America to interview Moroadi Cholota. You'd remember initially she was indicated to be one of the state witness, in fact the key state witness. However, following those interviews, the state then decided to add Moroadi Cholota as one of the accused on the matter. So those are some of the arguments that we will be hearing today when the court sits to hear those arguments in a trial within a trial, Ayanda.
Yeah, and Makhala, what we've also heard, of course, is this claim that I think Moroadi Cholota has made through her legal team, that in fact part of the reason why she's been added as an accused is because she refused to testify against the likes of Asbestos.
I'm struggling to hear you, Ayanda. Yes, initially Moroadi Cholota was indicated to be one of the state witnesses here in the asbestos roof removal case. However, the state indicated that due to the fact that they say that she was not cooperative, then they decided to now turn her into one of the accused on the matter. But you'd remember that even on the side of the defense, they were arguing that Moroadi Cholota was never even the state witness to start with, because they mentioned that she is the state witness without even her knowing. She learned on media reports that she is one of the state witnesses. So those are some of the issues that we will be hearing today as Moroadi Cholota's counsel, advocate Makapela, is expected to make those arguments, because they did indicate in the last appearance when we came back here after that judgment of the Concord, but that they would like to still add on those grounds that they already raised during a trial within a trial. However, the state had indicated that there's no need for more arguments on this matter because they felt that what had already been presented before the court was enough, and that Judge Philip Loscha must just indicate when is he ready to deliver the judgment on this matter. However, the Moroadi Cholota's counsel insisted that they would love to add on this matter. They even mentioned that they would even love to call Moroadi Cholota on the stand. However, that was then objected by the state, as they indicated that everything with regards to a trial within a trial was a done deal. What's left is just the judgment on that matter. But we will hear today, Ayanda, what's going to transpire. As I have indicated, that the main trial was then pushed back, and also Judge Philip Loscha there indicating that he thinks he would be ready rather to deliver this judgment on a trial within a trial on the 18th of March, so that the main trial then will be able to be set so that this matter can be finally heard.
All right, Makhala Masiteng, live to us there from outside the High Court that's sitting in Bloemfontein for now. Thanks very much indeed.